So the reason why I don't like machines, look where they are. Not just in the gym, but they're also in rehab centers. There are some times where you need to work in isolation if you need to rehab a certain muscle or a certain section of muscle that is injured, torn, or something that has some sort of injury to it. That's what those are for. For me personally, I don't train machines, and here is why. Because the body doesn't understand, for motocross example, that's one of the sports I enjoy doing. If I was to go ride the bike, the body doesn't understand leg extensions. It doesn't work in isolation. So I don't want to train my body in isolation, because I'd rather have something that's going to carry over into not only motocross, but any sport that I want to do, whether it's basketball, tennis, baseball, softball, anything, running. I want to do something that's going to carry over into what I do in real life and not just create a look and be unfunctional. What I mean by that is, when I was in the military, I was training this way. I used machines a lot, thinking that was the way to go. These are new things, let's try them out. So I had no idea what I was doing. I think I was 18, 19 at the time when I started actually working out this way more. What I realized when using machines, I came home and my dad has about 3 acres of land. Now he grew alfalfa. We baled the hay, and I had to put the hay on a trailer. So now I look good. I started to gain some size, but now I go to pick up this 80-pound bale of hay and go to lift it, and I can barely lift it. As I'm lifting it, I'm shaking like, what the hell is going on? That's because I trained my body in isolation. I didn't understand how to build a strong core. I didn't understand how to use free weights. I didn't do any of that. I just stuck to what was easy. Just put a pin in the plates and then start going. That didn't transfer over to real life when I had to grab 80 pounds over here awkwardly and then throw it onto a trailer. That was a huge eye-opener. Just because I look a certain way, it doesn't mean that I could perform a certain way. So that's why I stopped idolizing bodybuilders and bodybuilding shows. I was like thinking, you look a certain way, but you can't perform. You can't do certain things. You're so big that you can't swing a damn bat. That's not what I want to do, and that's not how I train. I want to train that's actually going to carry over into real life. And not only is it going to do that, but it's also going to prevent injury by using soft tissue work like I do in some of my programs. So I just wanted to get this out here. That way, if you're deciding, do I want to follow this guy, not follow this guy, this is my way of thinking. I'm not going to sit down and work out. I'm going to use free weights, dumbbells, barbell, kettlebell. And what I do is, in one of my programs, Iron Foundation, I use dumbbells to actually start building the core with every single exercise that we do. The reason why is because your core has to be so much stronger than everything else. Your core is going to dictate how strong your legs are. Your core is going to dictate how strong your upper body can be when you're using more functional style training. I know that word gets used a lot in the fitness industry, especially online. But that's my purpose, especially trying to throw a damn bale of hay. That was embarrassing that I couldn't do it. I looked a certain way, couldn't perform. So that's my biggest point, is I want to get across that you need to build a strong foundation, and my program, Iron Foundation, is going to do exactly that. We build from the core out. Every exercise in the first phase of training is to build the core and everything else around that. That way you have a good, solid foundation. And not only that, there's structured flexibility content within that program that's also going to take care of any issues that you may be experiencing right now. That's how I train. I train not only to work out, but I also train with recovery, because you've got to emphasize longevity. Just because you're gonna work out 6 weeks, you cannot just destroy your body. You've got to emphasize something on recovery, whether that's stretching, doing soft tissue work. You've got to do something. So if you want to train with me, Iron Foundations is the place to start. That's it for me. I hope you guys found this informative. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps out this channel. Subscribe if you like more videos like this, and let me know in the comments below what you would like to see more of, or what you want to know more about me. So that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next video.